day. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports.
It's a sight that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
6. First down, Baltimore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson now off the bootleg. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, The defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game. Comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Throwing again on second and 10, Watson. And that would complete to Keene, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Now Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Morales. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. But he did everything but get him in the end zone there. But now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. It's first and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll try to run this one in. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. And they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2nd and 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
For the Patriots.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
42-yard line. A gain of 2.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Ravens nothing.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
This legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, Edwards about 3 yards there to the 27.
Jackson with the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, Jackson got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now. Hutchins.
Ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Good.
3rd catch in this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
They thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start out here with the option left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Brings up
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 2 inches. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
brings up second.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
For the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Quarterback sat in that pocket, could have had a ham sandwich. He had all day to throw the ball, and because of that, it works out for the offense with a score.
Regular mustard or Dijon?
Dijon.
Okay, either way, you're exactly right. Had all the time he needed to find his man open downfield.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Marquise Brown.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
36-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Patriots take over. John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is, and there are plenty of reasons why. Runs great routes, has an understanding of what defenses want to do against him, and really has a great determination to go up and get the football. He decides it's his and no one else's.
And he's decided that a lot so far in this game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
And 12.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Morales. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Morales. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. Hutchins, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Watson.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Ball carry.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Lamar Jackson sack.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No game.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
A loss of 11 yards.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense.
And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11 at the 41. From the gun, Watson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the the work he's getting.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now. He finds an opening past the 40. Man open left side is Brown. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here's Dobbins.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Quick slant to Brown.
Jackson's pass.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
8 yards. And it's
again, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Hutchins. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there.
And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
From the 50, it's Watson. throw left side complete. That's Morales. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Patriots. 1st and 10.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Edwards. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Jackson's pass.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 20.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
By A.J. Epinesa. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They'll run on 1st down. Hutchins, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
New England on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 8. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field, and that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Andrews.
Jackson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson's pass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jackson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire time.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Pass complete to
A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, Hutchins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Hutchins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Patriots first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to